I belong to the IFO Association that works with the DPI Italy, Educate, and the DPO Fish within the network on Italian disability and development. So my presentation is going to be sharing our experiences in Aceh, Indonesia, following the tsunami of 2004, and also our experience in Gaza and Palestine, West Bank, and it will be the occasion to sharing tools and initiatives. So I would like to show you this image first, because I think it's a good way to start with. Because if you are in front of a situation like this one, what are we going to do? What are you going to do? It is a sudden event. I think most of the people, if they can run, they can run. But what about those who cannot run? And what about those who are left behind? So I think that the theme of my presentation is how can we get organized also to, I don't know where the picture went. Here we go. How do we get organized even if a sudden emergency, a sudden disaster like this one happens? And we were just told by Professor Sato that the figure is there. Persons with disabilities die at a double rate than those of the general population, as has been experienced. So now we remind from what we've been agreed upon at international level. First of all, Article 11 of the CRPD has been mentioned by our colleague from Iraq just before, the Sendai framework on disaster risk reduction, which was just approved in March 2015, not long ago. And we have to look at the World Humanitarian Summit that is going to take place in Istanbul in May 2016, so just in a few months. So my main theme is that capacity building of DPOs and empowerment of persons with disabilities is really the big tool that can get us prepared and ready in case of emergency, but also to respond with emergency plan and with the rehabilitation process afterwards. And all these processes will not be inclusive if we do not participate to their design, to the detection of the problem, and to identify what the solutions can be. So if we look now at the experience in Indonesia, we look at, first of all, after an emergency that touches a lot of persons, the health system has to be ready to deal with it, and particularly with the diversity and specificity of needs of persons with disabilities. Some of them, they had already that condition. Some has been just a result of the emergency. So inclusive training of health personnel to take care of the health needs of persons with disabilities was one of the first actions that we put in place. Evidently, we had to involve DPOs in place in whatever measure was being implemented, and in the design of the training for the health facility personnel, including nurses and doctors, but as well as community workers that at a lower level try to rebuild the life of families with persons with disabilities.